I'll fight for my daughters, my grandchildren.
John Houston continues his quest for reparations from the Renton School District.
I'm not going to go silent.
1953, the year that I was born, is when they bought this land. I came home from the hospital to that land. That's how important that land is to me. It's my life. It's my life, and it was taken from us.
Nearly 2,000 people attended the Teach Truth event organized by the Renton Education Association. They formed a circle on the grounds of the Honeydew Elementary School in Renton, just across the street from what used to be Houston's parents' farm and home, to hear the 69-year-old story of how the Renton School District forced his parents to sell their 10-acre property in 1968. Joined by one of his daughters and some of his grandchildren, Houston retold his story, how they lived off the land, raising pigs, chickens, and cows, and growing produce. He talked about how the school district began to pressure the Houstons to sell the land in the mid-1960s. A suspicious fire burnt their house down in 1966 or 67. Arson was suspected. Later on, a bombing destroyed part of their home. The school district at the time told Houston's parents, George and Rachel, that they could either sell the 10-acre farm or the district would take it away through eminent domain to build a new middle school.
We're going to get it one way or the other. We're going to get your land. And you see what they got it for. Some nice homes. You see what they got it for.
Houston's parents were poorly educated. George Houston had a third-grade education and could barely read or write. Rachel Houston had a seventh-grade education. George's signature on the documents he signed to sell the property was simply an X. John Houston said his parents didn't even know what eminent domain was and didn't know if they had options to fight it. The district never built the middle school. The property was sold a few years later to developers who built houses that now sit where the Houston family used to live and make a living. The sale of the farm took away any chance at building generational wealth that the Houston family ever had. It also split the family. George moved to Eastern Washington, where he died a few years later. Rachel was forced to work multiple jobs to make ends meet and died penniless. The current Renton School Board said through an email from a spokesperson that it does not owe the Houston descendants anything, no apology, much less reparations.
And still the Renton School Board sits silent. They wanted to say it was wrong. They want to acknowledge that it was wrong.
During the discussion, attendees shared their support and ideas of what reparations could look like.
What I would like is the current value of that land. What I would like to have addressed also is the damage to my family, destroyed my family, split up my family. Me and my brother and sister became drug addicts. My mom had there was a lot of pain there, still pain there.
I also think reparations is make a black person feel like they matter. That's reparations, right? Because you've made us feel like we don't matter.
Reparation, in my eyes, look like that people need to be restored. I don't know, I can't put it no other way. That family needs to be restored to current day market. All the years that they've lost, the trauma that their family has suffered as a result of that.
Houston, who attends nearly all of the Renton School Board meetings to make his case, said he feels a little more hopeful, especially with the growing support from the public.
The more people that we can that learn the stories, and the story that we tell is all facts. There's no lies. There's no embellishment. They're straight facts. So the more people that hear the story, they realize that it was wrong, but what was done. Looking behind us here, it's nice, warm, beautiful homes, while me and my family, we live in small apartments.
Juliana Double, president of the Renton Education Association, organized the discussion. As president of the REA, she attends all the board meetings and has been learning more and more about the Houston family. Double chose Honeydew Elementary specifically for this event.
It needed to be here. I mean, the fact that he could point to it and be, visible, it's right there. That's really, really important. Today was a first step, and I think the people that showed up feel more hopeful, and hopefully, we can build on the compassion that drove people here today.